Guys, good morning. I'm at Bia's house. Look at what she still has. All the way from her birthday, these things have lasted that long. It's ridiculous. I can't believe. Bia, you still have these balloons? Yes. They're alive and well. 2 months later. Cookies. Okay, I got a lot of questions on this thing. Mine is the one that looks like this, but this one is for eyebrows. This is where I got it. Walmart, 20 bucks. If I had known at the time that they had pink or purple, I would have got the pink one, but mine is just the regular rose gold. But this is what it is. Finishing Touch Flawless Facial Hair Remover. It has a battery, but I think it just takes one AA. $20. That thing is awesome. Awesome. I've never tried the eyebrow one though, but I've heard that one's great too. Hey guys, official good afternoon. I don't think I have shown my face the entire day. I can't recall. In fact, I think I just filmed little snippets of what we were doing. Me and Bia hadn't been able to hang out in so long. It was nice to hang out, but we had a lot to catch up on. So ultimately what we did was Andres this morning took my car to the shop because my check emission light or something kept coming on, and my back passenger tire, we've had to fill it up like 2 or 3 times, so I'm sure it had something in it. So he went ahead and took it this morning when he dropped off the girls. I woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I told Bia, I was like, hey, do you mind coming to pick me up? Andres needs to take my car to the dealership. And she said, no, of course not. So she came to pick me up, and we ran errands. We went to the post office, we went to UPS, we went and grabbed breakfast, we went to the Girl Scout shop, we went to pick up cookies from Bianca, we went to Walmart. Where else did we go? She had to make some phone calls. We went to the bank. We went to just a bunch of different places. We were running errands, but the entire time we were catching up. And a lot of it is personal stuff that is not for YouTube, and so it is what it is. There's really nothing to film. The only place that we went shopping was Walmart, which we didn't need to go, but I wanted to get, which I'll show you guys in a minute, that frame for Autumn's picture. I also wanted to look at the clothes. Bella needed dog food. I picked her up another little dog bed back there because I made her a grooming appointment. She's finally, I feel like, stable enough and like everything to go get groomed. So I made her a grooming appointment for Thursday. So I picked her up another $5 dog bed to like switch it out in her kennel. And what else? I ended up picking up a new bathing suit top and a couple of shirts while I was there. And I think I'm pretty set for the cruise as well. I have dresses and stuff here, so I just wanted to pick up some extra stuff. And honestly, I probably won't wear everything that I picked up. I washed my hair last night and I was going to straighten it today because I was like, okay, I thought the weather was going to be nicer, but it's not. It's ugly, gross, it's cold, misty, rainy, foggy, muggy, whatever. But my curl, some of my curl kind of came back. Not like at the end. The end is still pretty straight and damaged, but some of my curl came back. So remember when I was talking about it the other day that I was like, oh, my hair, Saturday, I was like, man, my hair's super straight. I don't know, it went back curly. I mean, all of my new hair is definitely curly. I mean, you can see it, all of my new growth, but it's just the rest of my hair, I don't know. So I am going to get a haircut sometimes. I know I keep talking about it, but I definitely need a good haircut. After we ran all the errands and everything, the only thing I didn't find at Walmart were the few things I wanted to get for the live sale that I'm going to have this weekend. So I'll need to find that eventually, but I have a good amount of time off this week. I feel like I will be perfectly fine. And I thought about going to the gym and we never went, so I was like, oh, what are you gonna do? And now it is 3:40 and I need to go pick up the girls from school and then come back home. We're going to have a relaxing night here at home. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for dinner, but I will put something together. I know. I have been getting a lot of messages. This is totally off topic, but I've been getting a ton of messages about taxes, which I'm perfectly fine with. I've told you guys before, so many of you message me personally on Instagram specifically, sometimes Facebook, for advice on taxes and stuff like that. And although federally all the rules and everything are the same within your own state, I do lots of state returns, but I'm not as familiar with each of the individual states' rules and deductions and things like that as far as state tax goes, because in Texas we do not have state tax. And if you've already done your taxes or you have a tax person, please feel free to skip over this. But one question that I have got multiple times is whether refunds are being delayed due to government shutdown. Also, if they are increasing or decreasing with all of the tax law changes. Here is what I have been noticing in my demographic of clients that I have. Now, keep in mind, I do anywhere from 150 to like 200, almost 300 clients a tax season. So again, I am within a certain demographic within San Antonio specifically, but just in general. And a lot of my clients have children, are lower to middle class, and don't have as many deductions. However, I do have higher income. I have anywhere from like super low to very high income clients, but the majority of my clients are lower to middle class with children. So I have noticed that refunds actually have been higher than last year. Here is where people, I feel like, have noticed or have thought that refunds have been lower. Let's say you have 4 children. You only get earned income credit for 3 of them. You get child tax credit for each of them, but it's based on your income. Your deduction last year for married, filing joint, or head of household was either $9,350 for head of household, or I think it was like $12,400 for married, filing joint. Plus you got an exemption of $4,050 for each one of you and your dependents. This year, Trump did away with the exemptions, and he bumped up head of household deduction to $18,000 and married, filing joint to $24,000. So, or if you're single, just $12,000. So in general, if you're a single person, your tax rate should have gone down a little bit, and your standard deduction should have increased slightly, because last year the standard deduction for a single person was about $10,400, $450 I think is what it was. So it increased to $12,000, and your tax rate, if you are lower to middle class, should have gone probably from a 15 to a 12, or a 12 to a 10% tax bracket. I'm probably speaking Chinese to most of you that have no idea what taxes are about. But those of you that have children, if you have a number of children, you probably noticed an increase in your refund in general, just slightly, because the child tax credit now is $2,000 per child versus $1,000. Last year it was $1,000 per child. This year it's $2,000, but only $1,400 of it goes straight into your refund. However, it's based on income. So again, there's like a fine line between, if the more you make, the lower the earned income credit you're going to get, but the higher the child tax credit. Also, because Trump lowered tax rates in general, he halfway through the year last year started lowering the amount of federal withholding, that the amount of taxes you guys were paying throughout the year. So if you notice this year, your federal withholding is lower than it was last year. It's because he probably figured you were going to be falling into a lower tax bracket. And for some people, that's not the case. Maybe they made more this year, but they had less tax taken out than last year, and they didn't fall in a lower tax bracket. That's where people are getting into trouble. So that is the biggest question that I've got. Lots of people are afraid that they're going to owe back. Lots and lots of questions about the government shutdown. As far as we have been told, the IRS has not been affected for releasing refunds from the government shutdown. However, they were, prior to January 28th, affected, and they were running at a 12% capacity, and they were not issuing refunds until January 28th. They started accepting them, and people have started to get their refunds. People with earned income credit and child tax credit have not started to get their refunds yet, but they should be issued within 3 weeks of you doing your tax return. That's my PSA from one tax person to you guys. I can't say specifically without looking at your specific tax return whether something would go up or down for you. It's very hard for me. I am able to kind of think of things, you know, and figure it out just by looking at it, but without looking at your specific situation, it's too hard to say in general whether your refund would go up or down. But like I said, from what I've been seeing, the majority of my clients' refund have increased or at least stayed the same. Nobody I have done this year has been to the point where it's been so much affected that they've owed back. So again, it's all based on your own paperwork, your own income level, and things like that. But if you do have specific questions and you need help with something, definitely just let me know. Message me or whatever. I've been answering tax questions for years, and there's people that come out of the woodworks in my normal life, like coworkers that I work with, that not that they don't like me or I don't like them, but we never talk. And all of a sudden I'll get a random message on Facebook and I'm like, girl, I haven't talked to you like in 6 months to a year, and you have the guts to message me with a tax question. But I answer it because I love taxes and that's what I do.
Hi guys.
How was your day?
Good.
How was your day, Adam? How was your day, Mommy?
Say good. Say good. Good.
Now you have nothing to say? No. We're gonna go get Big Sissy? Mm-hmm.
And then pick up some dinner. I wonder what it is.
I don't know. How was your day, Adam?
Good. I think don't be afraid, Daddy. Bye.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we finished up dinner and now we're just watching some TV. The little girls are playing. Emmy's finishing up some homework in her room. She just had some reading to do. And she's really good at saying, I can read down here, no problem. And then I'll catch her watching the TV from the corner of her eye or whatever. So whenever she has reading, she has to do it in her room. She has a math test tomorrow that I'm gonna help her study for as well. But yeah, today was kind of a boring day for you guys. I'm sorry. So what I did was I went on to Instagram. Hey, you guys share nicely, share. I thought it would be interesting. I follow Instagram stories, even though I don't Instagram story a bunch of stuff. I find it so fascinating watching other people's lives via Instagram stories. So I guess it's like vlogging. I mean, you guys watch me boring, oh Melissa, on YouTube. Instagram stories is like the new YouTube. It's just like little clips. People are doing Vlogmas on it and everything is super cool. So anyway, I was watching and so many people have been doing the like assumptions about me video. So I thought I would incorporate that into this vlog since we didn't do much today. So I posted this about 10 minutes ago and I already have a ton of assumptions. So I love you guys for that. First off, thank you. I have no idea how to take a screenshot and post it on here, but if I can figure it out, I'll put it here. If I cannot, I will read you who it's from and what it says, and then we'll answer it. I probably won't answer all of them because some of them are repetitive and kind of like around the same thing, but Bruni assumes that I never get mad. Negative. I would actually say that I have a short temper and a low tolerance for, how can I word this right? A low tolerance for, I don't think I could really say it in an appropriate way, but I don't have high patience and I do get mad easily. However, the situation would really have to get me upset. I don't necessarily get mad, more like frustrated or annoyed or my patience is running thin type of thing. But I would say that that is not a true assumption. I do get mad. I can have a temper. I know how and when to have one. So yes, thank you for that though. TrueFam6, you aren't sure if you want a fourth baby. That is absolutely true, and I got that one quite a bit. I either got, you're not sure if you want another baby, or you want another baby, just various things like that. That's true. I am not sure if I want another baby. I am and have never really been one of those people, and I'm no offense to you guys. You guys know I have absolutely zero judgment for how other people run their lives. I have no problem if you are this way. We just never have really been like what God blesses us with. Yes, like children are a blessing, and I definitely feel like whatever we are blessed with is what we were meant to have. And I think that comes more from having a miscarriage and, you know, adopting Emmy and the way that we've had our children, I feel like it was meant to be the way that it was. But we do take precautions to make sure we don't have another baby at this time, because that's something that I don't know, or I'll ever know really, if I want. I think about the logistics of having another baby. For instance, getting another car, like his truck. If we had another baby, we wouldn't fit in his truck as a family. And nor would the children fit in his truck. If he had to go pick them up from school or something and he had a new baby with him with the other 3, like they wouldn't be able to ride in his truck. So I think about those kinds of things, like having to uproot and get new vehicles. And I probably would break down and get a minivan if that were the case. Also, room space. Now, again, there are plenty of people that bunk their children up, multiple to a room. So it's not like it would be the end of the world if one of them had to bunk up with the other. That's just not something that I am sure that I want to do. Like, it's a conscious decision for us to have another baby or not. That being said, I don't know if I would get pregnant right away. I struggled. I had infertility issues with Maddie. If you've been following my journey for a long time, then you know that. It took me almost a year and a half to get pregnant with her. I was on 2 rounds of Clomid, and with Autumn, boom, I got pregnant. The second we started trying, I miscarried, and boom, I got pregnant right again. So I don't know, you know, when I really sit down and think about whether I want a 4th baby, I have pros and cons to having a 4th baby, but in my heart and in my soul, I want another one. I do. I don't know. A lot of you guys assume that I want another one, and I do. I really do want one more baby, but whether we'll have one or not, I guess you'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure what your screen name is. MNKYLVRX888X. Yes, Autumn, you and your brother are very close. That is true. Him and I feel like are as close as a brother and sister can be, because I know sometimes if you have a sister, I only have brothers. I have Chubby is my whole brother, and then I have 3 half brothers. Actually, I have more than that, because my biological dad was married 3 times, had 3 different sets of families. I know. So I think I have 5 or 6 half brothers, but 3 are ones that I know, and we visit usually during tax time if they've been to the girls' parties and things like that. Like, we have some sort of relationship with them. But Chubby is my closest brother. He's my only whole brother, and fully biological, I should say. And yeah, we are as close, I feel like, as a brother and sister could be. I love him. He is awesome. We relate on so many levels, but we also are both very hard-headed and sometimes don't agree on things. We're both very loud and can come down to temper sometimes. And so, you know, we've had our fair share of butting heads, but we are very close. Pretty Britty 97, that you and Andres rarely have arguments. That is true in some sense and not true in others. I would say, and this is me being 100% transparent, organic, and honest, most of the time it's me arguing, which I'm sure you guys all could. I'm sure you knew that just by his personality. God love him, he is the most patient, laid back man I have ever met in my life, and he's exactly what I knew. I'm gonna cry. He is exactly what I knew I needed forever. He's my perfect balance. I have never ever met a person more kind-hearted and such a beautiful soul, and he is, I feel like we balance each other out, but he is my absolute perfect fit. Like, I could not imagine my life without him. So you see what you guys did to me? But that being said, we do butt heads sometimes. Not very often, but we do butt heads sometimes, and most of the time it's me. It's me who has whatever problem it is, and I get annoyed over something, or, you know, whatever. He very rarely in our relationship has come to me with an issue that he has had with me in general. Most of the time it's me, but I do have a stronger, probably like 10 times stronger of a personality than he does. I have also compromised a lot in our relationship to not just satisfy him or make, I see it, not just satisfy him or make him happy, but to make our relationship happy as a whole. And I feel like in general, I probably have compromised more than he has. just in different aspects of our life. I see. You broke her head again. Oh, Adam. So we do very rarely argue, but it's typically me when it happens. Hey, it's Meg. You have 2 on here. I see. You fixed your head. Thank goodness. That you like scary, creepy shows, LOL, like You on Netflix. That's actually 100% wrong. You broke her head again. Autumn, get it together, mama. I like obsessive shows like that have like that kind of character plot twist in it, but I really don't like suspense. I don't like scary. I do not like drama, horror, thriller. I don't like anything like that. I get nightmares. I creep myself out. Did you not rewind to that day when I was hiding in the bathroom because the FedEx guy threw a Sephora package on my front door? I am the biggest chicken. I'm the person that turns on the lights ahead of me, like to walk into places. I will leave the light on. Like if I'm home alone, I'll leave all the lights on just to make sure no one's creeping around my house. Even with cameras and security cameras and the system and everything, like I am the biggest chicken when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I do like a good rom-com, and that You was just so good on Netflix, so good. So no, I don't like scary stuff. But the other one she said was that you're a really good friend to have. That I so appreciate. I got that one a lot too. You guys are really awesome, talking about my personality, how good it is, and just that I'm kind-hearted. Heather G. Gilrith said you are kind-hearted. Lisa Pekovic, maybe, I'm not sure, that you're kind and you have a good heart. And a lot of you guys said that, and I appreciate that so much. I mean, that I feel like I can't say whether that's a good assumption or not. I can't sit here and talk myself up like that. That's probably one of my worst qualities, is I can be very realistic about my negative qualities, but it's hard to talk about my good ones. And I just feel like that's something that I'll probably always struggle with. So Paula_Curiel said you are so confident. That's not true. I exude confidence, I feel like, but in general, I feel like deep down, I probably am just as insecure as most of you guys are. I just don't show it, because what's the point? Like when you show that you're so vulnerable, and I show you guys all the time how vulnerable I am. I've sat here and boohooed, done the ugly cry, talk about my problems left and right, and spread it all over for the internet to see. So I feel like I am a confident person in general, but I still do have a lot of insecurities as well.
Bye-bye, Mommy.
Bye-bye, Adam. I love you. Megan McNeil 13. Bye-bye. You make a good amount of money. LOL. Love your family. I would say we are not going to starve anytime soon. That's, I think, bye baby. I think that's where I'll leave it at. I know money is always kind of a finicky thing. Come here, come sit with me. But I would say yes, we're okay for right now. That's funny that I'm actually reading through, and a lot of you guys think that we make a lot of money, that you make more than an average 40K salary. You make more money than you lead on. You have a good chunk of money in savings. That's so strange. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I like to shop. I don't know. But yes, I mean, we do work very, very hard, and I am very good with our money, and I always have been. We like nice things. We like to spend. So yes, my girls will definitely have stuff for them when they're older. I mean, I just feel like that's something that we've set ourselves up for. And of course, I do have that. My hard work, I mean, I have a good paying job, not only that, but I do make other sources and have other sources of income like YouTube and things like that, which help tremendously. So, and that's all thanks to you guys, because if you didn't watch us, I wouldn't have that. So I never take it for granted, and I'm super grateful. But there are so many. I went back through and there are like 100 more. So I'm definitely going to answer some more of these probably over on my Instagram stories. So head on over to there. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's hkitty1122. I'm sorry, I know this vlog was like pretty boring today, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it anyway. I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes, Emmy should be done with her homework. I'm going to spend the next 30 minutes with them, getting them ready for bed and just playing with their toys and watching this Paw Patrol show until it's ready for, until their time for bed. And then I'm going to edit the vlog, and then I don't know what I'm going to do because my handy bendy doesn't get off until 11 tonight. Say good night, see you tomorrow.
Say good night, see you tomorrow. First smile.
Say good night, see you tomorrow. Boop.
Good night, see you tomorrow. Good night, see you tomorrow.
All right, go. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Bed, 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 bed. All right, get your mini pillow.
Good night, Autumn.
No jumping. Bed. No jumping. Go to bed. All right, Minnie. Which animal do you want? Which animal?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse, please. What'd y'all do with Mickey Mouse? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Thank you. All right. Night night. I love you. Good night. I don't know what you're saying, Mama. I love you. One foot out.
Mommy.
What?
Sissy, Kitty.
Sissy has Hello Kitty. You're right. Yeah.
Hey, this is you're welcome. Let's not take.
Okay. Night night. I love you.
Night.
Dos betas. Kind of sad and kind of happy at the same time. It's 8:18 and I just got the girls to bed, and I came over and I sat down and I was starting to import footage, and I was like, did I upload the vlog from yesterday? Because I'm looking at it and it says everything was exported, but it normally doesn't say that when I actually upload. So I'm looking and I'm like, ugh. I didn't upload February 8th vlog. I edited it last night and I never uploaded it. I guess it's because yesterday I didn't finish the vlog. I just came upstairs, took a shower, and went straight to bed. So I must have just forgot that I didn't upload it and went downstairs and did my diamond painting. And then that was the end of it. I'm like, oh my gosh. So kind of sad because now I'm another day on vlogs behind, but kind of happy because now I can go downstairs and do my diamond painting until the rest comes home. I'm just like, what the heck? I'm losing it, you guys. Losing it. Anyway, there's a vlog uploading February 8th.